such a beautiful day. Check out the fountain going in the background. Well, we are still at the Legislature grounds if you're just tuning in now, and we're talking all about the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, but something a little even more important and more personal to many Edmontonians is World Cancer Survivors Day this Sunday. This is our second special guest. This is Melany James. And Melany, you have a story that has such a happy ending, but where did it all start?
It started when I was 16. I started going to the tanning booth, not often, once a week maybe. And about a year later, I was in to see my doctor, and I had a mole that was a malignant melanoma.
What was going through your mind?
It's pretty hard at 17 to be faced with your mortality, I guess, being one of the deadliest forms of skin cancer. I think it changes your perspective, changes you, makes you take things for granted less, appreciate life more.
And there's still so many 16-year-old girls, 15, 14 even sometimes, they're going to these tanning salons and they're tanning and they want to look great for summer, but they don't know the risks. Did you know the risks at 16 when you started?
No, definitely not. And in particular, I thought just going once a week, 10 minutes, just having a little extra color, would be nice. I never, ever in a million years thought that it would lead to cancer.
When the doctor diagnosed you, what was the procedure after that?
Basically, I was in to see a dermatologist and had a biopsy, and it was confirmed. And then only 2 weeks later, I was in for surgery. And that was pretty traumatizing just because they actually kept me awake through the surgery. And so they take away 3 inches around and 3 inches deep in the area.
And I think many people don't realize that when they think of skin cancer, they might think it's a mole, I'll get it removed, I'll have a little scar. It's not a little scar.
No, probably about 3 inches around in all directions. It's pretty big, which is also pretty impactful for a 17-year-old and a woman in general throughout your life.
And they take that much skin for a specific reason.
Yes. They want to make sure they get all of the cells around the area to make sure they got it, and I was very fortunate. I didn't have to have any lymph node surgery after that or any chemo or radiation, so very, very, very blessed.
You learned about it quickly. You had it for only about a year. When they found it, what would have happened if they had found it a year later?
It depends on the stage, but definitely it's like any other cancer. It spreads throughout your body, usually moves to the lymph nodes first, if I'm correct, and then moves from there. And it can kill you, just like any other cancer, which I don't think I understood the depths of until just a few years ago. There was a 21-year-old here in Edmonton who died of melanoma, and it hit me pretty hard just because I felt like that could have been me.
It's been a while since you've been cancer-free, but you're still dealing with that fear every day.
Yeah, I think you live with that a little bit. You need to, you really need to learn how to let it go, to grieve that, and then to learn how to let it go. But definitely, there's a thought in your mind, and if I can be a voice for this and let people know. And hopefully prevent it for one other person going through that and going forward in life, then it would be huge.
It's a sunny day in Edmonton today. How has your procedure changed going out into the sun on a daily basis?
I think more than anything it's changed going into the tanning booth. I would never ever in a million years enter the tanning booth again. I think sun needs to be enjoyed in moderation. And because it's so rarely sunny here in Edmonton and hot, we're not very good at that. And so I think we need to get better at enjoying in moderation, and just live life.
You have a big event coming up very soon, this weekend, I believe, correct? Tell our viewers about that.
I'm the owner of Soul Strength Yoga and Fitness, and we're doing 2 karma classes for a charity called Win for Skin, and that charity was set up in honor of Owen Schlosser, who lost his life to melanoma at 21. And so the first karma class is 11 to 12 at or near my studio in Strathern, Soul Strength Yoga and Fitness. You can go to our website. And the second one is in Riverbend at Brookside Hall from 3 to 3:45, and that's where there's a ball hockey tournament happening all day, silent auction, you name it, to raise money for Win for Skin.
So even though it touched you deep, you're paying it back to the community by doing something fabulous like this and raising money for such a good cause.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're a real inspiration. I know your story has
Thank
touched
you.
many people. Thanks so much, Melanie.
Thanks.
We'll be right back here on Shaw TV.